You walk into a coffee shop, order your drink, and smack a piece of plastic against a piece of glass. If that little screen says processing for more than 1 single second, you probably start sighing and tapping your foot. But let's freeze time at the exact millisecond your card makes contact. The clock starts now, 0.000. Over the next 1,000 milliseconds, this single tap must communicate with a network of over 1,000 different computers. The data from your coffee purchase will travel thousands of miles back and forth across the globe before the barista even blinks. That contact initiates a global technological marathon, triggered by a tiny piece of plastic. We are 50 milliseconds in, and the action is entirely contained within the fraction of an inch separating the card and the terminal. Your credit card doesn't have a battery. Instead, the terminal emits a tiny field of radio waves called near-field communication, or NFC, which temporarily powers up the microchip embedded in your card. Waking up for just a split second, that chip performs a single mathematical calculation to generate a unique one-time encrypted code. This diagram shows how your credit card number is hidden. The chip creates a disposable digital token, serving as a temporary proxy for your real account details. Once minted, that locked data packet immediately leaves the store, shooting out through a local fiber optic connection. The card holds no money and lacks any independent processing power. It functions as a secure digital handshake that initiates the entire system. 200 milliseconds. We leave the coffee shop behind as your transaction packet races at the speed of light through citywide fiber optic cables. Its first stop is the acquirer, the bank that handles the merchant's business account. But the merchant's bank hits an immediate wall. It holds the coffee shop's money but lacks access to your personal funds, meaning it cannot approve the sale. It forwards your data token to a major payment network like Visa or MasterCard. These windowless data centers act as grand central stations of global finance. Looking at this hub and spoke diagram, the payment network's main job is taking your token and instantly sorting through thousands of banks worldwide to identify the institution that issued your card. Once locked, the network fires the data down that exact channel towards its final destination. Visa and MasterCard function as ultra-fast traffic controllers, routing data between institutions without moving a single physical cent. We hit the halfway mark, 500 milliseconds. The token finally arrives at the issuer, your personal bank. This is the gauntlet. Here, a server farm of over 1,000 computers simultaneously attacks your data packet to verify it. The very first check is a simple matter of addition and subtraction. The bank's ledger verifies that you actually have enough funds or credit available to buy the coffee. Next, a swarm of artificial intelligence algorithms tears into the transaction to hunt for fraud. This radar chart maps the variables the AI is examining right now: geographic location, time of day, and recent purchase velocity. The AI compares these live points against your historical habits, requiring every metric to snap into alignment with your baseline profile. If you suddenly buy a laptop in Tokyo 5 minutes after buying a coffee in Chicago, those parallel servers will flag the anomaly and kill the transaction on the spot. This split-second approval requires the system to mathematically verify your identity and intent before it ever touches your balance. You pass the test. The yes signal is generated and immediately races backwards from the issuer, through the network, and back to the acquirer. The data re-enters the coffee shop, hits the terminal on the counter, and the payment screen lights up. 1.000 seconds. Time on freezes. The machine gives that familiar beep, and the barista hands over your latte. We rarely think about the wiring in our pockets, but this network operates with more speed and consistency than almost any other utility we rely on. This sequence, checking thousands of data points across thousands of miles, executes flawlessly billions of times every single day. Next time you hear that beep, you're hearing the conclusion of a 1,000 computer relay race that spanned the globe in the time it took to grab a napkin.